Spa, Belgium, February 1981. The season is in full swing. The roulettes in the casino are spinning busily. Life in the resort seems to be going on normally at first sight. And yet, for one weekend in the year, everything here changes. Rather than play the roulette, the guests come in order to see fast cars in the Belgium Rally of the European Championship of Drivers. Occupying a place of honor in the casino itself is a beautiful old Lorin and Clement veteran, a symbol of the traditional success of Czechoslovak SKODA cars in what is the most important car rally in Belgium. We've been practicing for 3 days. It's a bit easier for us than for our friends Valosek and Oban, who are here for the first time. We are familiar with the track. It's a 150-kilometer run, and all the speed test sections are done 6 times. The remotest section is about 40 kilometers from here, which is excellent for practicing. Are all the test sections freely accessible for practice? Yes, except one, which in the past years was never accessible before the race, or rather was barred from practice. This year, since there must not be any secret test sections in the European Championship, everybody will be able to have a taste of it on Friday morning before the start. Those were Kotek and Skovanek, co-drivers of SKODA drivers Kaiser and Blahner. Other competitors from Czechoslovakia are Urban and Böhm of the Barum team, Valosek and Jeratko of the Agro team, and Tribold and Gottfried from Prague. There is snow on the roads, and that's good for SKODA. The snow covers one of the fastest and one of the last natural racing circuits in Europe, Francorchamps. During the race, each crew is expected to make 18 laps, and this is why everybody is practicing busily. Before the end of the practice session, the weather begins to show signs of change. A thaw sets in. The SKODAs have to be prepared for everything, even for the least favorable alternative, a track without snow. The best suited tires must be chosen, a new tread pattern cut, and hundreds of anti-skid studs replaced. Meanwhile, it's raining hopelessly. 140 cars are waiting to be admitted into the enclosed compound, among them 9 SKODAs, 5 of them from Czechoslovakia. Svatopluk Kaiser, this is not the kind of weather you were hoping for, is it? No, and we're getting anxious, for throughout the practicing there was snow and ice, and now it's raining, and the snow is going away. This is not to our advantage. All the others have more powerful cars. Unless there's snow again, or at least as little mud as possible, we shall come in among the first 10 or 20. And then the start. A big show has been prepared in a marquee in the square. Jackie X, the former Belgian ace, does the road opening here. The favorites have the lowest numbers. Number 2 belongs to Didi, a local star of the first magnitude, with Poli as co-driver. Duez and Lux of Belgium in their evergreen Carrera. Pavel Schovanek and Václav Blahna, factory drivers of SKODA Mladá Boleslav. Their credit here is high from last year's event. Svatopluk Kvajsar and Jiří Kotek, the other factory crew.
Byli jste se ještě teďko podívat na trati?
Teď jsme úplně znova celou trať uběli a že to máme teda pěkně napsaný, tak si myslím, že by to mělo být dobrý.
Tak zlobte vás.
Czechoslovak tyre manufacturers are represented by Urban and Böhm of the Barrow team. Tribold and Gottfried in another SKODA 130. And finally, Balosek and Juratko, members of a leading Czechoslovak stable, Slušovice Cooperative Farm Agro team.
Okay, gentlemen, you can start.
Duez, driving a Porsche, stuck to first place right from the beginning, especially after the main favourite, Didi, in a Fiat, crashed and dropped to the end of the field. In an unexpected development, the Porsche was challenged by a fairly unknown young Belgian, Sneers, driving an Escort with his co-driver Simons. Dawson and Gormley of Britain, driving a Datsun Violet, are in 7th place. They are in the A2 1600 class. Just under a second behind them are Blahna and Skovanek. Kvajsar and Kotek have a loss of another 4 seconds. Their unplanned dip in a stream cost them 6 places in the absolute classification. Tribold has developed gearbox trouble, which meant the end of all hopes. At long last, fog sets in with the approaching night. This makes the pace uniform for all. The difference between the more and the less powerful cars is gone. The only things that count here now are courage, skill, and an accurate estimation of tricky situations. Word has just reached us from the Francorchamps circuit that the Czechoslovak Barham team car failed to do all the prescribed laps. The same fate, disqualification, has befallen 3 more crews. But the fog lifts all too quickly. Nothing is left of it late in the night. Once again, it is horsepower and absolute speed that count. In their own class, however, the SKODAs remain unchallenged and safely hold the first 3 places. What's it like? Is there any snow up there? None, except on one test section at Stir, just patches of it. A disadvantage for the SKODAs then? For the time being, yes. This is good for fast cars. As the results show, you are doing fine now. At first you were about 15th, now it's better. Can you feel the difference? We're both driving new cars, so we're making sure that everything is all right. There seem to be no problems. We may speed up now. Until now, we've just been sniffing the road to see what it's like. The support vehicles are punctual. No unforeseen major intervention has been needed. Just routine checks and maintenance.
L'autre roue l'a mis là, hein.
C'est la réserve sur moi.
Ok, la carburante.
After a break of a few hours, the merry-go-round starts again. Placings remain unchanged, and so does the weather. Duez is still in the lead, but a blown tyre soon throws him back. This is an opportunity for Sneers, who takes full advantage of the new situation. From now on, he's determined not to allow anyone to overtake him. The cars go round and round the same circuit. Even the less skilled drivers have learned it by heart by now. The speed test sections are almost too fast in some places, a complaint heard even from 2-litre car crews. And the track is rough indeed, in some places anyway. Everything has been pretty well decided. Blahna is 10th. Kvajsar is getting well nigh the maximum out of his car. His SKODA is doing remarkably well. Before the end of the race, everything continues to be all right. Co-driver Jerzy Kotek can see and judge best. What is your position now? We are in the 15th place, but it's daytime, the roads are dry, no snow and no fog, a definite advantage for powerful cars. It'll be quite a job to get among the first 10 again. If there's fog, it might be better for us. But there was no fog. The 5th lap out of 6. The results seem to be decided. Nobody wants to risk a breakdown at the last moment. Nor are the SKODAs trying to overtake the far more powerful cars. Even so, in their Group 2, they have left behind 2-litre Asconas and Escorts, plus a great many 1600s, Golfs, Fiats, Toyotas, Peugeots. And a wide gap separates them from the other 1300s far afield, Volkswagens, Volvos and Datsuns. The spectators can appreciate that. There are 150,000 of them here, most of them well informed about the SKODAs. Their sportsmanship makes them appreciate the gallantry of someone challenging superior power. They move all along the whole track. They wait for the best to pass, and then move on again. The motoring fans know that Walowczyk and Jiratko, taking part in the rally for the first time, are in the 22nd, Quasar in the 14th, and Blachner in the 12th places. But not all of those who took part in the 1981 Buchel de Spa rally were quite so successful. And the fastest ones? Dumont, driving a Datsun, came in 3rd, Duez in his Porsche was 2nd, and Sneers in his Escort was the winner. Blachner and Skovanek of Czechoslovakia took the honours in the A2 1300 category. Quasar and Kotek were runners-up. Walowczyk and Jiratko were 3rd, all of them driving SKODA 130 RS cars. As so many times before, the SKODAs were unrivaled.